cup of coffee and everything, and I'm good to go. But anyway, Omni, do you want to build out Temple and Necrotic? The Frosty Traps build does indeed still work on Temple. Temple, a lot of people know Temple the Necrotic was one of my favorite grinders. I did that map about 1,000,000 times. No caffeine for you, huh, Sharkson? See, I'm actually, since I don't go to bed until like 5 or 6 in the morning, I'm still sucking down caffeine right now. I don't know, Gordon. That's a hard call to make. What my favorite hero is, I think I like the EV. I don't know. It's hard to make that call. Alright, Temple and Necrotic it is. Omni's going to build this one out for us. I like the EV2. The Gun Witch for DPS is insanely fun to play. Now, you can't get the same numbers as you can with the EV2. You can put out pretty mean DPS on the EV2 in mediocre gear. To get to the same numbers on the Gun Witch, you have to have a decent set of gear. But I don't know. I like building with the EV. I like the buff beams. I like the reflect walls. I like everything about it. Yeah, same thing with me, Sharks. And sadly, I've working in the casino business for so long, I have pretty much become immune to caffeine. Alright, so, you know, I haven't used the Apprentice yet for deeps, so let me bring the Apprentice along. And let's see, where is Omni at? There he is. Alright, and while Omni's building it out, I'm actually going to take a real quick break. I will be right back in just a sec. Alright, and I'm back here. All this caffeine drinking and talk of caffeine drinking has just made me had to pee. Alright, let's see what Omni's got going on here. We got the training dummies, of course, with some frosty action. Same here. One dummy. Going with 2 Serenities here. And that's going to cover... It used to actually cover this whole lane very nicely. But with Karma Vortex, or with the Serenity Aura passives being removed from all but, what, one piece? War Thunder, huh? You like War Thunder? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to try. My buddy Zeb has been playing RimWorld, and he tells me that if I play it, I'll become instantly addicted to it. And we've been playing together for a pretty long time. He's got a YouTube channel as well. And he kind of knows my flavor. So, you know, I believe him when he says that. Yep, Karma Vortex and Black Arrow are supposed to be fixed on Tuesday as well. The only thing they fixed so far was the skill spheres. I can't wait to see a fix to the Earthshatter passive. Or a fix to the Earthshatter tower. Black Arrow is actually such a small amount of damage that it almost doesn't even matter that it's not there. But of course, you know, the more the merrier. So when it gets fixed, it'll make the harps a little beastlier all over again. Oh, right in the drink. You found my YouTube channel yesterday there, Chaos Joker. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate you finding it. The channel's been growing nicely. You know, it's, Dungeon Defenders 2 has actually got a pretty decent following. Their dev streams are huge. I mean, every 2 weeks they have a Friday dev stream at 2 p.m. Pacific time. It's 5 p.m. Trendy time. They're over on the East Coast in Florida. But I've seen it have as high as 1,000 viewers, which for any video game company's developer stream that's not a big box game is pretty huge. Well, better late to the party than never there, Cross. Glad you found it. So I am gonna start adding in some different stuff to the channel. Of course, for the last, I want to say 8 or 9 months, I've done nothing but Dungeon Defenders 2. Yeah, there's Scarecrow, Ed Course, you know, there's a few YouTubers. Of course, Trendy has their streaming team, and they're all on Twitch though. They don't really do anything on YouTube. Dungeon Defenders 1, the original game, was big. I mean, it had a huge following. It had it stuck around for a while. In fact, it's still being developed right now, just not by Trendy. There's the community development team, which is a group of developers who love the game that that kind of took over development on it. Yeah, DD1 is definitely a cult classic. There's no doubt about that, Chaos. Now, does the Drench, for the Electrocute passive, does the having that Harbinger weapon for the Lightning Strikes aura, does it stack? Or, I mean, does the little AoE explosions affect drenched enemies as well? I'm not even certain about that. I'm going to have to check it out here as we're running through this one. I always went with traps on this map. Now I have used auras over on this side, but I've had traps in the mix too. There comes some traps there. Omni's going to trap it up too. A game like this, you don't want to have more than 4 players there, Gordon, because a game like this requires massive communication between each PC. So something like this with more than 4 players would just be a nightmare every single time. There's no doubt about it. That's like a lot of people with Orcs Must Die 2 all complained about the co-op only being 2-person co-op. And really, I mean, you couldn't even think about any sort of high scoring with more than 2 people. It was difficult enough just with 2. Got them beastie elemental chaos traps, very nice. Oh yeah, this is gonna wreck it up right here. Yeah, I got that typo. I wonder if that got fixed in that hotfix. Let me look. I'm tempted to see now. See, I probably have one of the tomes. Do I not have any of the tomes laying around here? Huh, I must have used them all. Oh, there's one. And of course that one doesn't have skeletal. Let's see. Nope, it's still there. 25% chance on explosive arrows, where it says OFR instead of 4. What up, bacon shakin'? Now, do you guys, I know Omni knows how, but who else is in here? Let's see, we got Cross and Nelson. Do you guys know how to do the special spooky bosses on Wave 6? My one-handed typing. To an extent. I mean, there's the spooky bosses, Gordon, as far as Easter eggs in the game. There's the spooky bosses on this map that you can summon at the beginning of Wave 6, if everyone does it properly. And then the new map... Okay. Alright, Cross doesn't know about it. Basically, as before we hit Wave 6, this little building right here over top of the Holy Artifact, if each one of us stand on one of the pillars and G it up at the same time, like on this pillar right here, or this pillar over here, you know, each one of us have to stand on one of them and then hit G all at the same time. And yeah, they die quickly. They're German builder. And anyway, if we do that properly, we will summon all the spooky bosses at the beginning of Wave 6. Doesn't bother me that they die quick, as long as they drop fat loots. The fattest of the loots. The only, in my opinion anyway, the only weapons worth having are the monk weapon or the squire weapon. They're both pretty awesome. Kotu Live, what's going on? No, the developers put it in. Yeah. Alright. I think this is the only lane we're going to have to really worry about at all. And then flyers, of course. Going to have to help out with the flyers. Yeah, Chaos, you got to have 4 players to do it. Now, the little Easter egg that's on the The new map, that doesn't require anybody. You just do that by yourself to unlock the Demon Lord's cache. It's just a matter of going around and clicking all those little books. But yeah, it doesn't work with less than 4 players on this map, so you gotta have 4 to get it done. See what's coming through up here. Not much of anything. This is a solid build here, Ami. It's looking to be holding strong. I mean, you pretty much know in Wave 1. If you can survive Wave 1, it's a good game. You're going to win. On most maps. I don't know if I'm going to put the swords. What the hell? I'll throw some down. This, my weapon here drops 6 of those swords. They're just beastly. They just wreck it. And I don't even have, you know, this isn't a full ability power set either. But man, those swords tear shit up. There's no doubt about that. Well, Chaos, I mean, you know, there's no, I mean, it's not like you're getting some ridiculously good reward that you can't get other places. All those spooky weapons actually drop from the chests now. I actually see them all the time. You know, you can see them on, you can find them on various maps. Ain't nothing stands a chance. Against the face rolling. This is a really good gold farming map, as you see all the gold. Just playing it naturally, just because there's so many mobs on it. Anytime I do this map, I always bust out my gold sphere. Yeah, the monk one is pretty beast, and the squire one for that matter. I mean, they're very similar. I mean, obviously the squire ones gives you the attack speed buff, and the monk one gives you I don't even remember what it's called, but there's little dealies that shoot out. Alright, let's see. Let's get a little love thrown in over here. I would upgrade traps first, personally. These dummies aren't taking too much damage, so... Oops, god dang it. Oh well. Shit happens. Yeah, the little lightsaber thing, I got a million of those too now. I've just, you know, at first I used to hold on to those things like you wouldn't believe. And I think I still probably have a few sitting. Yeah, there's quite a few. But I've just been using them to upgrade now. It's a special, the crystalline saber has a chance to drop with multiple passives on it. I see that, I get that howling passive a lot. The spooky passive. Yeah, that's the Uber sphere for the traps. The elemental chaos is different, is substantially harder than the... Hits substantially harder than the explosive does. Oh yeah, these guys have met their match here. You can get the saber from any map. It has a random chance of dropping from any victory chest. Any nightmare victory chest anyway. I'm not sure if it drops on the non-nightmare modes. Alright, where you at, boss man? All the way over on the far lane. Is that where he's coming from? Nope, he's in the middle. Drop my 6 halberds down there. And then watch this ogre die a terrible death. Oh yeah, ogre down. Yeah, the Huntress has the bow blaster. The Squire has the crystalline saber. The monk the apprentice has the, what is that apprentice one called? I don't remember. We've got a bunch of those too. The only one that's not out yet is the monk weapon, and Trendy needs, like, I want to say it's like 1,200 more people to join the Steam group, and then the monk weapon will be added into the game as well, the galactic monk weapon. Yeah, I mean, the bow blaster, obviously, that's the Huntress. Speaking of, here's my prediction. I've been right about my last couple. I think the next incursion that comes is going to drop an EV weapon. That's my prediction. Because we got the original 4 heroes, then we got the Abyss Lord with the Molten. I think the next one is going to be an EV weapon. Some kind of specialty weapon. And I'm excited to see what it is. Blaster Caster, that's it. Yeah, the Blaster, I got a bunch of Blaster Casters too. They can drop up to, well, they changed it now. I don't think they'll drop that fast anymore, but they were dropping at 8 shots per second. Obviously 8 very inaccurate shots per second. They would spray around all over the place, but still awesome to see them fly. And actually worked really, really well with the Storm Gloves. Alright, wave 2 is just about wiped up now. Yeah, they have a chance, the galactic weapons have a chance to drop with multiple of the special passives. So, yeah. Anyway, they'll drop with Frosty on them, or it won't drop with Frosty Power, but it will drop with Snowstorm on it. But I think eventually they're going to drop with multiples. I'm going to upgrade this one just because it took so much damage there. This lane is always it's the tough lane. Oh, dang, saved. Almost jumped off the edge there. Let's see. That one I don't think we need to worry about. I'll throw it up there just for giggles. Yeah, that's going to be removed there, Nelson. The Speedy Darts passive is supposed to be removed now, but it's dropping. It's going to be removed probably, my guess would be on Tuesday with the new update. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff patched in. I think the Flame Burst towers are going to be getting a little love too. Be nice to get my using my apprentice for something other than DPS or Frosties. Yeah, we're definitely steamrolling this. Get a lot of ranged mobs down this row here, and they just sit there and throw into the target dummy. That's why I'm kind of camping this lane a little till the end. Every wave, the last groups of mobs come out of the other side, so you can just go over there and camp them. I haven't heard anything about nerfing PDTs. There, Bacon. Where'd you see that? I think the PDTs are going to go unchanged. I mean, right now they're not spectacular until you get them upgraded. if you get them all the way up to tier 5. But yeah, I must have missed that. I haven't heard anybody talking about... I mean, I've heard rumors, but I haven't heard anybody from Trendy say anything about a nerf coming to PDTs. Or maybe it was in the fine print on the devlog and I didn't notice it. No, I don't remember him saying anything about it. I mean, people in chat were, but people in chat are always saying random shit. You know, you get a couple hundred people in your chat, you can count on just a bunch of randomness going on. Wrecked. And then after we clear these packs, I think everything else is probably going to come from the other side. How's this one holding out? Let me throw it up on that dummy too. Got new mixed emotions about the little animation for the upgrades during combat upgrades. Nightbot is a Twitch moderator bot, Sharkson. You can set it up to send messages, or like if anybody's spamming my chat or whatever, it'll automatically time them out. Catches links being posted, all that good stuff. I'm still playing with it. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but I'm new to the Nightbot setup. Oh, Plaguing Hawk is getting chewed up. Oh yeah, face officially rolled. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw an up on that one too while we're here. Why not? One baddie left and he's stuck. Here's our little stuck mob problem. There we go, he got naturally killed off. He got teleported back by one of the dummies, and then got stuck in the entrance, I'm assuming. Let's see, wave 4 incoming here. So don't forget, guys, wave 6, don't hit G until we're all up on the pillars. I'll try to remind you again before we get to that point. But wave 6, don't hit it. Don't hit the button. I was bitching and moaning about this juice monster. Chaos. And I still ended up drinking all of it. Alright, what do we got here? In case you're wondering, the reason I haven't been using any abilities is just because of the lag issue there's been. Now it's worse with different characters. The Gun Witch is the worst. Well, Gordon, there's a story behind that. For those of you that know, I'm in the casino business. I'm a pit boss in a casino. I have been for many, many, many years. And the commission that's taken if you buy a number on a craps table is referred to as the juice. The proper name is the vigorish. On the craps table, if you want to buy the 4 and 10, or like on the Pi Gal table, there's a commission taken anytime you win. It's usually 5%. On craps, it's 5% everywhere to buy. But on a Pi Gal table, it's normally a 5% commission. But the commission is referred to as the juice, or the vig. Anyway, way back when. We got time, damn it, I'm telling the story anyway. In fact, I think you're the first person to ever ask. Anyway, way back when, I think it was EVE Online. Or it was before EVE Online. It was Dark Age of Camelot, I think. A guy that I worked with was trying to talk me into playing Dark Age of Camelot. And I told him, yeah, sure, whatever. And he was setting up an account for me, and he asked me what the name of my character wanted to be. Now, at the time, I didn't think I was going to be interested in the game, so I didn't give a shit. So I told him, off of the craps table, I wanted to be called the Juice, And Juice, of course, was already taken. And I was walking way back in the day, pit bosses had to fill up slot machines as well. Now they have slot supervisors that do. Well, now there's not very many slot machines that drop coin anymore. They're all paper in, paper out. But anyway, back in the day, like a quarter slot machine used to drop quarters. And, of course, when it runs out of quarters, you got to fill them up. But anyway, I was getting ready to go fill up a slot machine, and I had 2 bags of quarters. And he said, Juice is taken, and I told him, try Juice Bags. And the name just stuck. Oh, it's OG, of course. We're building with original heroes only tonight. The OG. Original gangsters. Monster Chaos pisses me off too, Chaos Joker. Oh, the Mister came from, surprisingly enough, on YouTube. Oh, right in the green goo. Surprisingly enough, on YouTube, Juice Bags is already taken. So when I made my YouTube channel and I typed in Juice Bags, it was taken. It's like, what the fuck? Who the, It ended up being taken from some company that sells bags full of juice. But anyway, one of the, I wanted to keep Juice Bags, and one of the automated suggestions from YouTube was to throw Mister in front of it. And that's what I did. There it is. That's the long, full, too long, didn't watch version of where my name came from. But anyway, it's been my video game name for a solid 20 years. Yeah, I guess Bacon Shaken, those camelbacks? Those little backpacks that you fill up with liquid, people that use when they're cyclists or on long hikes or whatever. I guess they sell those that are pre-filled with juice. And yeah, juice in a bag. Yep, do not hit G, next wave. That's a bit of a stretch there, Ed Course. I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, the Poison Dart Tower, there's nothing else that compares to Archer's, really, in my opinion, anyway. Now, I'm a big fan of the Abyss Lord, too, so I'm kind of biased there, but that and the Thing, too. I mean, people are all complaining and saying they can't do Nightmare 4 on the original 4. That's why I wanted to do this stream with nothing but the original 4. Oh, Ogre coming. Let's get this Ogre first. Just wanted to show everybody that you can indeed do it. Oh, Chaos, we all like to gamble. It's just a matter of what we gamble with. We gamble with our time. Do we gamble with our life, or do we gamble with our funds? Alright, that one's down. This one's pressing in. So I don't want to go over by the core, of course, or he will stop and fuck the core up. Back up off him, guys. Alright, we got him anyway. He burned quick. Yeah, it's a little quality of life hack there, Gordon. If you get the ogre slow on you, you can switch heroes and then switch back again. But on the same note, by the time you switch heroes and switch back, it would have worn off anyway. I mean, if you're in a pinch and you gotta, like, get the hell out of dodge, then that's definitely the thing to do. Alright, so once again, nobody hit G. That way we can summon the spookies. You think you're the only guy that's been... I've been doing Nightmare 4 incursions for well over a year. A lot of people have. Hell, I haven't even played the... Or I've played the PS4 since the Abyss Lord. Yeah, you're not the only one, Ed Course. In fact, everybody was. I mean, there was lots and lots and lots and lots of people doing incursions. I mean, I used Frosty Traps for a solid 6 months on... not every map, but certainly a hell of a lot of them. I think before the Abyss Lord, a lot of people could only do Life Root, which Life Root was bugged back then and didn't drop any loot. So it was not worth doing on Incursion. But people could do Life Root and Gates, and that was it. And then, you know, people on the higher end of the gear spectrum could do more maps. Of course, Ramparts was the one everybody wanted back then. Everybody stopped playing. Oh, I hear you, Ed Course. We got another bugged one up in here. Don't hit G! Alright, so, give you guys all time to get over here. So basically, each one of us have to be on top of one of these little podiums here. And my jumping is just god-awful. Let's see if I'm going to be able to make it all the way over there. So come over here, guys. Get on top of one of the pillars. Ah, dang it. I jumped off the side. Anyway, climb up on top. Each one of us have to stand on one, and then if we all hit G at relatively the same time. Yeah, of course, I think I was doing Frosty Traps when it was 25++. Anyway, one on each pillar. So we're just about there, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to hit G on 1. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and we're all going to hit G on 1. So I'll give you guys a second, as I know that the lag, or the chat lags behind. That's the benefit we have on the PC versus the PlayStation. You can't type. So you got to spam the... yeah, I understand, Sharkson. Anyway, you got to... On the PS4 to do this, we were all spamming the... what the hell were we spamming? We were just spamming the alerts. Yeah, I mean, streams have a delay. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Alright, so here we are. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. There we go. We got bosses. You don't have to be perfect with it. It's just got to be roughly about the same time. Baddie's getting wrecked. Are they all dead? They all lagged a little bit. I didn't get anything good. I got a bunch of junk drops. Yeah, every stream has some sort of delay. You can set the delay lower so that you have a better interaction with your viewers. But when you set the delay lower, then most people will get buffering, and buffering's no good. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's the Easter egg for this map. That is all the excitement. Yeah, I didn't get anything. I'm sure somebody did. I mean, I don't know what the percentage chance getting the spooky weapons are, but I know it's high. I've gotten 20, 30, 40 spooky weapons off those guys in the past. But yeah, this map is, once you get a few of these traps and auras upgraded, it's pretty much good game. I mean, everything's just gonna die. Harbinger is the fastest. Now, it's not as far as leveling goes. Now, obviously it's not the funnest, but it is definitely the fastest. So if you want to, if you're not concerned with playing through and you just want to get him up there to level 50, then the Harbinger is definitely the way to go. There is no easy anymore there, Gordon. That got taken out. There's normal mode now, so it takes a couple of seconds longer. I mean, literally, it's only a couple of seconds than it did on easy mode. It drops the same amount of XP. But, it's just as fast. On normal, it's quick. You don't have to build anything. Just stand up and wreck his face in. I never do Harbinger anymore, just specifically because of that. I've done it so many times leveling characters that I lost all the flavor for that map. Got no interest in it anymore. Oh, you haven't played in 4 months. That's right, I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's not even that, Cross. It's if you got your deck set up properly, it's like 155,000 XP. You get off of it, and I can get it done usually in under 60 seconds. Yeah, Ed Course, I hear you, man. And that's why. I mean, we put so many runs into that stupid map to begin with. I mean, it was painful just to do it again because everybody did it so many times. We didn't have a new map for a while when that one came out. There was nothing new and hot for quite some time, and the Harbinger was it. So everybody just grinded the shit out of it. Shit, the first day that one was out, I bet I did it 50, 60 times on day one. And then did it 50, 60 times a day for the next 2 months. Alright, let's see what we can up here. Doesn't really matter at this point. Anything will work. Good enough. 2 harbingers. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one. Pretty decent bow there, Omni. Yeah, Gordon, the stream will be over by then probably. So you're just in time, man. This will be the last map for the night. I gotta get myself a little dinner and gonna watch the replay of the day's replay of the Olympics. Oh, Iron Reaper you got. I thought you were talking about your bow. Yeah, I don't like the heavy weapons. I like I've got a bunch of those, but my favorite one I think is the ones with earth damage on it and they have the sun. Oh, you're not going to get any new heroes, Ed Course? You're done with it? I'm an addict. I'm going to end up getting every damn hero that comes out. By the time this whole thing is said and done, I bet I'll have 50 character slots. We'll see. I'm actually kind of excited about the Mystic. I'm not overly stoked about the Lavamancer. Now there's a few things that you can do with the Lavamancer that, like that petrification tower. I think that'll be fun to play with. But I'll just end up getting the Lavamancer just to screw around with. Yeah, of course, but you log so many hours in the game, you'll have enough Defender medals to get any hero you want. You don't have to spend any cash. I'll definitely... Now, so far the flavors... Now, the recent changes to the Squire have actually made me want to play a little bit more melee on him. But I think the Barbarian will probably be the first melee character that I actually grind out to a high level. Jeez, lagged over to that one. You only got 5k medals? Well, you're gonna have a bunch more than that before too long. Oh yeah, Devil King. I think we've all had that one. I've done the same thing many times. I'm pretty sure I think I hold the record for most fails with one mob remaining. I've done it my fair share of times, there's no doubt about that. Anyway, the Barbarian. I like what they've done with the Squire recently. But, you know, I played a Barbarian in the original game. That wasn't like my main DPS character, but I definitely had a lot of fun with him. Alright, let's see what that was again. Some crappy boots. And a crappy sword. What do we got over here? This is the reason I always like this map. Now of course, we don't want this gear. You know, this gear is low level. If you're looking for just armor pieces or whatever with, you know, looking for particular passives, then of course you want to farm the 750 loot. Well, of course, if you're not having fun, that's the time to stop. See, I still enjoy the game, so I don't mind playing still. But I mean, the second I'm not having fun anymore, I'm not going to play it. You know, I mean, I've always stuck to a very firm notion that games are supposed to be fun, and if I'm not having fun, it's not the game for me. So if you're not enjoying it, I don't blame you. You know, if you're not enjoying it, I wouldn't play it either. You know, the grind is the grind. I mean, I know you've done it. But like I said, I'm still enjoying it. I still have fun with it and have fun playing with different, trying to mix it up and try new things and stuff. I still enjoy it quite a bit. So I'm not at that point yet. Let's see what's in the box. What you got for me today? Got some hotness. Got me that Raven's Claw. Not a very good one. It'll go to the upgrade table. And Harbinger's Fist. We'll never use it. So nothing out of that one, but you saw that just the sheer amount of legendaries. This map, I've had a lot of luck running this map, and that's why I say that was one of my favorite grinders. Now it does take a while to complete, but it's a blast in the process. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me for tonight. I got to get a little dinner. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's time to eat dinner. Silliness. Anyway, but thanks for swinging by, guys. I appreciate it. And be back next Friday night for sure. Now, I'm off Saturday night, tomorrow night, but there's a really high probability that I'm going to get called into work. But there is the potential of a ninja stream tomorrow night. But no guarantees quite yet. But anyway, thanks for swinging by, guys, and we will see ya.